Imagine living in a small French village during the 18th century. Dense forests surround you. Mountains stretch into the distance, and the nearest town is several days away. Then, one day, rumors begin to spread. A mysterious creature has appeared in the woods. It attacks people in broad daylight, fears no weapons, and vanishes as suddenly as it appears. It sounds like the plot of a horror movie, but this is a real story that took place in France more than 250 years ago. Today we'll explore who the beast of Gévaudan may really have been, and why its mystery remains unsolved to this day. It all began in the summer of 1764 in the province of Gevaudan. A young shepherdess was tending her cattle when a huge unknown animal suddenly charged at her. She survived only because the bulls drove the predator away. But just a few weeks later, the first victims began to appear. The beast mostly attacked children, women, and shepherds. Unlike ordinary wolves, which rarely prey on humans, this predator seemed to deliberately hunt people. Fear quickly spread throughout the entire province. People stopped entering the forests alone. Children no longer played near the villages, and travelers moved only in large groups. What made the story even stranger was how witnesses described the creature. According to them, it was much larger than a wolf. It had a long, narrow snout, a broad, muscular chest, powerful legs, a long tail ending in a tuft, and reddish-gray fur with dark stripes running along its back. Some claimed its eyes seemed to glow, and its movements were so fast that it disappeared before hunters could even take aim. Of course, fear may have exaggerated some of these accounts, but many eyewitness descriptions were remarkably consistent. King Louis XV became so concerned about the attacks that he sent the kingdom's finest hunters to Gévaudan. Massive hunting expeditions were organized throughout the forests. Some of these hunts involved hundreds of people. During the searches, dozens of large wolves were killed. Each time, the villagers hoped the nightmare was finally over. But only days later, the attacks would begin again. It seemed as though the beast simply vanished and reappeared somewhere else. Over the course of 3 years, there were more than 100 attacks. By most estimates, around 100 people were killed. For the 18th century, this was a devastating tragedy. Newspapers across Europe reported on the mysterious monster, and many people believed it wasn't an animal at all, but a demon, or even a werewolf. But is there a rational explanation? The most popular theory is that it was an enormous wolf. In the 18th century, wolves were far more common in France than they are today. If one exceptionally large and unusually aggressive wolf lost its fear of humans, it could certainly have become extremely dangerous. However, this theory doesn't explain every eyewitness account. Another hypothesis suggests the creature was a hybrid between a wolf and a large dog. Such an animal could have inherited the strength of a wild predator while lacking the natural fear of humans. Many researchers consider this one of the most plausible explanations. There is also a more exotic theory. Some eyewitness descriptions resemble a striped hyena. Hyenas have long hair along their backs, an unusual gait, incredibly powerful jaws, and dark stripes across their bodies. In the 18th century, wealthy nobles sometimes imported exotic animals from Africa. If such a hyena escaped, local villagers could easily have mistaken it for an unknown monster. However, there is no direct evidence supporting this theory. Some researchers have even suggested that it may have been a young lion or leopard. But most experts consider this highly unlikely. The tracks, the climate, and the pattern of attacks all point much more strongly toward a wolf-like predator. There's one more fascinating theory. Perhaps there was never a single beast of Gévaudan at all. Over those 3 years, several different dangerous animals may have been responsible for the attacks. Newspapers combined the incidents into one story, while rumors gradually transformed ordinary predators into a legendary monster. That would explain why eyewitness descriptions sometimes contradict each other. The story finally came to an end in June 1767. A local hunter named Jean Chastel shot an unusually large wolf-like animal during another organized hunt. After that, the attacks almost completely stopped. When the animal was examined, human remains were reportedly found in its stomach. That confirmed the creature had indeed attacked people. But was it truly the beast of Gévaudan? Or merely the last of several dangerous predators? To this day, no one knows the answer. Even more than 2.5 centuries later, the legend of the beast of Gévaudan continues to inspire writers, filmmakers, and scientists. Some believe it was an extraordinarily large wolf. Others think it was a hyena or a wolf-dog hybrid. And some still believe that something unknown roamed the forests of Gévaudan. Something modern science has never been able to fully explain. What do you think? Was the beast of Gévaudan an enormous wolf, an exotic predator, or a truly unknown creature? Let us know your theory in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss more stories about mysterious animals and the greatest unsolved mysteries of our world.